Hello, my wonderful fellow Aquas. How are you guys? Welcome to your bonus reading. If you're new, please hit that subscribe button and click on the bell for all notifications. If this reading resonates for you, wonderful, great. If it doesn't, I invite you to check out your not only sun, moon, Venus, and rising, okay, but any other signs that are prominent in your birth chart. Like for me, I have equal Aquarius and Aries. So a lot of times if an Aquarius reading doesn't resonate for me, because I do have subscriptions to fellow tarot readers out there, then I check out my Venus. Okay. And when I pull cards for myself, I do the same thing. I pull out sign cards for my sign, which is Aquarius, and then I'll pull cards for my Venus. So I just wanted to put that out there to you guys, okay? Expect miracles to happen for you guys, okay? This could be all different forms of blessings. For some of you, it could be a blessing of, the family you've created. Could be a blessing of coming together with people who align with you, working together as a group with people. I feel like right now, the spirit is getting you ready for an abundance of blessings pouring down into your life, okay? Magical blessings. Whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. The fairies say you can bless others too. So some of you could be getting a significant cash increase flow into your life, an abundance. You could be all of a sudden getting a large amount of money into your life. You could be getting little increments of money into your lives. But it's getting you to the point of where you're going to have an overflowing abundance in your life where you're going to be able to give to others, to your favorite charities, help someone out that is in need in one way, shape, form, or another. I just feel like it's being in that flow of when you receive, you're also able to bring blessings into other people's lives. Okay, that's the energy that I'm feeling with that. Get ready to experience something new in your life. Okay, a lot of new beginnings are coming in for a lot of us in 2024. And this week, I'm going to be working on peeking into 2024 for all the individual signs on my channel. So if you don't want to miss that, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, click on the bell, like this video, comment below so that you definitely get notified when I upload those videos, okay? But this is about, being blessed. Some of you could be hearing about a pregnancy. Okay? Your life may about to be blessed with the news of a pregnancy. For those of you who are older and can no longer have children or want children, but you have older children, you could be hearing of a pregnancy, right? And that's a blessing all in itself, right? To become a grandmother, a grandfather, an aunt, an uncle, right? That's a blessing all in itself. For others of you, this is the birth of something new for you in your own life, okay? So, new beginnings. This fairy godmother heralds the joyous news of a new baby. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Or the birth of a cherished idea. Protect and nurture your ideas as you would a baby. Okay? If any of you are thinking about venturing out in a different direction in your life, or you're wanting to be an entrepreneur, or you want to invest in housing, whatever it is, keep it close and under wraps for now. Okay? Because I feel like, and being an Aquarius myself, I've learned not to share my ideas and my creativity, because I find that, you know, people that you think are part of your tribe and you share your ideas with them, the next thing you know, they're doing it. Okay? So keep those things close to wrap. For some of you, you may be keeping a pregnancy a secret until you get past that first trimester, because some people are like, really, they think it's voodoo to or bad luck to share a pregnancy until after they get past the first trimester. Okay? There is a thing about learning something new. Okay? This could be furthering your education. This could be, if you're, you know, someone who just finds out that you're pregnant, you're starting to look at all kinds of mother-to-be books, you know, how to be a good parent. Children don't come with instructions. But for those of you who this is about being a new parent, I am going to share with you what I share with my children, okay? Because I did the same thing when I became a parent. I took the good things of how I was nurtured and what contributed in a positive way in my growth as a child growing up, and what didn't, okay, give a positive impact on my life growing up. And I kept the good, right? And I brought them forward into my parenting skills that I had absolutely none, because we don't with our first child. And then I replaced the bad things with more positive things. Like, I wasn't told a lot growing up, I'm proud of you. You're such an amazing person. You can accomplish anything you want in your life. You're beautiful. I love you. I didn't grow up with a lot of that in my life. So with my children, I really, like, till this day, I do not hang up the phone with my children without doing a mwah. We've been doing that since they were babies. Or I love you, all my heart and soul. And I tell my children quite often how proud I am of them and what an amazing person they are. Okay? Whatever your question, oh, I've done this exercise before, and this is a really good exercise. Really good exercise. Okay? Whatever you're questioning right now in your life, okay, grab any book you have in your house. Okay? Any book that you have in your house. Ask for guidance to that question. Okay? Ask for guidance to that question, and then randomly open that book and read the first line or two that your immediate eyesight is drawn to. It's an amazing exercise to do. You'd be quite surprised the guidance you get doing that. Okay, whatever you're questioning, whatever your question right now, you'll find the answer in a book. The words you find will bring the insight you seek. Okay? Alrighty. Woo! Let's jump into your reading, guys. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Not that deck, Spirit says. You know what? I haven't, this deck. Alright, we haven't used this deck. This is my Celtic deck. And I like this deck because this deck has a lot going on in it. So for my beautiful Aquarians, let's dive into the message, Spirit. What is the message What is the guidance above what is crowning their energy right now? About what is crowning their energy right now. And guys, please give this video the thumbs up. It'll automatically be saved in your like folder. And as this unfolds for you, come back and leave me a comment. Let me know how it unfolded for you. All right, for my beautiful Aquarian spirit. What is the messages? What are the messages? Clear, clear messages, please, from my beautiful Aquarians. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. If I can get the cards to come apart. Okay, we have the Two of Swords. You have Judgment. Things are about to go in your favor. You have the Fool. Somebody's taking a chance and coming towards you, I feel like. Strength. We are heading into winter. Okay, some of you could have a mother and a grandmother in spirit. Some of you could have a mother and a sister, a mother and an aunt. But you have two people in spirit that are really supporting you at this time, okay? You could be dealing with a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancerian, or if you're feeling emotional, okay, ground yourself. Okay, ground yourself. It's really important when we're going through an emotional time to ground yourself. This news, whatever it is really going to excite you. Four of Wands. Page of Swords. Truth be told, somebody could be recognizing you, keeping an eye on you, recognizing your talents. And you could be presented with a new opportunity. Knight of Swords. Truth be told. Truth be told. Okay. In other decks, the Two of Swords presents a woman with two swords across her heart and a blindfold on. This is why I like different decks. And when Spirit guides me to different decks, there's a reason for it. Okay? And what I also like about it is the water in the background is pretty calm. Okay, there are some little ripples, but it's pretty calm. Somebody is taking the blindfold off. See, those swords are down in the ground by her side, and is deciding to open up their heart. Okay, or you have an opened heart at this time. You definitely have, like I said, a mother and grandmother in spirit, a mother and aunt in spirit that are really supporting you at this time. In this deck, that's what this card represents to me. Okay, they're working on bringing balance into your life. They're working on a truth being revealed to you. You're gaining some type of clarity, some type of truth. But what I like about this is with the Two of Swords here and the Judgment card, right? Dolphins, they're about communication. They're about playfulness. They're about joy. They're about protection. They're about love, right? They have a very, no matter how old a dolphin is, they have like young energy, right? So it's like that saying, young at heart. Doesn't matter what age you are, it's about finding the joy, finding the happiness, and having clear communication. Okay? There is definitely someone who you've either opened their heart, they've opened your heart, both of you could have opened up each other's heart, and they're really wanting to go in a new direction, right? They see you as their pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, right? That's where all the blessings are, in that pot of gold. Doesn't necessarily mean gold digger, or when I think of a rainbow and I think of a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, that's many blessings in that pot of gold, right? It's many blessings on all different forms. For some of you that this is about finding out the birth, the birth of a child, it's like you're excited. That's the blessing, right? That's the blessing at the end of the rainbow. A new chapter in your life is unfolding, and you're going to be getting the joy, right? Children make us feel young again. I was at work yesterday, and my coworkers at work, they laugh at me all the time because, we have the Halloween things up, and now we have the Christmas things up, right? But and we have those tester buttons, right, where you can step on them, and the big figures move around and they dance and they sing and whatever it is they do. Every time I go by one, I step on it. So yesterday, there was a husband and wife, and it's like little probably 2 or 3 year old, and then his older brother, which was probably around 5. Okay. And I said to them, while their parents were doing what they needed to be doing, I said, let's go have some fun. Right. So I took them down to where we have like the Christmas stuff up, and we have like these little things with, and you press them and they do all different things. Some of them sing and dance, some of them play music, right? But it was just being in that joyful spirit, being young with those children, seeing the smiles on their faces, right? That's for those of you that are hearing about a birth of a child, or being blessed with being pregnant with a child, okay? Your heart is open. And don't let oh my God, am I going to be a good mother? Am I going to be a good father? Am I going to be a good grandparent? Am I going to be a good aunt? Oh my God, I'm going to be a great aunt. Can I do this? Of course you can. Okay, I'm here to tell you, of course you can. Especially if it has to do with the birth of a child, because that brings a whole new energy into your life. And that's that happy home, that happiness. Some of you could be seeing 1111 right now, okay? Some of you, this is about fear, right? Because now, remember, your heart is open. For those of you, this is around a relationship, okay? Your heart is open. It's about being vulnerable. And yeah, does that take some strength? Absolutely. Especially if you've been through a lot in your life, and relationships for you haven't been the best experience. Even though every one of them, if you look back on it and start with the very first one you had, and then every significant one after that, I guarantee you, you will find how your instincts had improved over time. Were they perfect? Absolutely not. Were they the right match for you? Absolutely not. Or they wouldn't have been failed relationships. But if you look back, the second one wasn't as bad as the first one. They may have had some traits as the first one, but they definitely weren't as bad as the first one. And then if the second one didn't work out, the third one appeared really good. And I'm just giving you from my example, right? Appeared really good, but they may have been the one that you did the most significant healing work around. But every one of them were stepping stones, improvements from the first one, but they still leave scars. And if you don't work on those scars, but I really feel like your heart is open now because a lot of you have healed those wounds in your heart. And because of that, you do have the courage and strength of a bear. You know, bears are quiet, right? Except for when they're walking through the woods. Then they sound, because they're so heavy, they sound like they're bringing down trees. But they appear, right? People are so afraid of bears. And let me tell you, bears are more afraid of people than we are of them. And I know this because I have had several experiences in my life where I've come face to face with bears. And I ran in one direction and they turned around and ran in the other direction. They didn't run after me. They didn't try to hurt me. So they were just as fearful as me as I was fearful of them. But they're strong, right? They don't face conflict unless you corner them. Okay, and I had that experience. Not that I cornered a bear, but they were in a campsite that I was on. And me, being the curious Nelly I am an Aquarian after all, and I am very much drawn to animal spirits. I wanted to see this bear, and I went into the campsite, and I watched the bear. He broke into, or she broke into their screened-in tent, and was sitting at their picnic table. The true story, guys. True story, no lie. And he was sitting at the table eating Hershey chocolate bars, right? And the people were in their tent, and they had it unzipped, and they were looking out in just as much amazement as me. But then he got off the picnic table, came out of what was left of the screen tent, and started walking towards me. And I just stood there. And then all of a sudden, he realized I was there. I wasn't leaving. And he got up on his hind legs. He didn't roar. He didn't do anything. He just got up on his hind legs and had his front paws out like he wanted to give me a big old bear hug. And I was like, okay, I just need to quietly back up my pace. And that's exactly what I did. And with every pace I backed up, the more relaxed the bear became. And then eventually I was out on the road of the campground, and the bear just went on its merry way. But it was his courage and his strength, and my courage and strength, being an Aquarius, right, that allowed me to face my fear. Because bears, let's face it, are fearful. They scare the hell out of people. And I had the strength within me to stay calm, not freak out, and just simply back up, one pace at a time. Okay? So, one pace at a time, my Aquarians. The moral of that story. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, let me know in the comments below. One step at a time is what gets you to your happiness. Okay, one step at a time. And for those of you, this is around a pregnancy, one step at a time. Okay, one step at a time. Spirit recognizes you. Okay, your loved ones in spirit know what you're going through, what we're all going through. We all have loved ones in spirit that watch over us. And this is what they're working on for you, bringing you open, honest communication, bringing in the news of a child, bringing in the news of balance and joy coming into your life. Very playful energy. Could be with a water sign, not necessarily. Okay. Could be a Leo. Could be an air sign. There's a lot of air here, but you're also an Aquarius, but could have to do with a fellow Aquarian, Gemini or Libra. Either way, you're going to be very emotional over this. Like tears of happiness, tears of joy. Because when we get clarity, right, we're grateful. We're grateful. I know there are times in my life when I've been really blessed, or I've been going through a really difficult time, and then all of a sudden at the bong of the 11th hour, right, everything falls into place for me. I have literally at times dropped to my knees in tears and was just like, thank you, God. Thank you for coming through for me. So it's like that type of energy that I'm feeling. You have loved ones that are really raising you guys up. Let me tell you, really bringing joy into your life. And these blessings are being guided, definitely two feminines on the other side. Okay, with the Two of Pentacles in this deck, it's always two feminines for me. And they see, I don't know if you guys see the labyrinth here in the background. Do you see that? If I hold it up, you may be able to see it. Is it gonna? Come on, camera, focus in. Focus in. Sometimes it focuses in right away. But there's a maze on that back. There we go. There's a maze on that back wall. Okay? They know it's been a windy road. They know you've hit some blocks, had to turn around, find a new path, right? Find the path again. That's what all those lessons are for in our lives. Okay? And spirit experiences our joys and our sadness, you know, because they live life through us. So think of that. Okay, think of that. All right, I want to see what this Two of Swords is. What is this heart opening? What is this vulnerability about? What is this vulnerability about? Two of Swords, the Tower. I don't think you see this coming. I don't think you see this coming. What is being kept from you? The Moon. What you don't see coming, there's some type of ending. Okay, and in this deck, I like the Ten of Swords. Unlike the Ten of Swords in other decks, where they're in your back, it's like they're all being pulled out, thrown up in the air, and a decision is being made to either walk towards you or you're walking away from somebody. And this happens suddenly. Like, I don't think you're prepared for it. Even if you may feel like, yeah, I kind of know something's shifting, something's changing, but I don't know really what it is. Spoiler alert, this is going to come out of nowhere. Okay, and then fast movement forward. Okay, very fast movement forward. So either somebody's walking away from something and walking towards you. Okay, vulnerability, heart open, because the heart is open. Okay, and it's life changing for you. Joy, happiness, things coming into balance. Okay, for some of you that have had a really difficult time becoming pregnant, right? That takes a lot out of you, especially if you really want to start a family. Right? It's like you're going towards the sun now, and then your life rapidly changes because it's a whole new experience. What is the Two of Pentacles? Long time coming. Absolutely. Little more patience, my loves. Oh. Ooh. It's all good, guys. I also feel like a lot of you, right? Again, Knight of Pentacles. Long time a coming. Long time coming. Just a little more patience. Okay, just a little more patience. Queen of Swords. Truth. Right? Truth. Queen of Swords, they cut through the BS. Okay, they cut through the BS. They get to the truth. Sometimes we're brutally honest. Okay? But vulnerability, opening up the heart space, lovers, joy, happiness. For some of you, that there's a pregnancy involved here. Everything the two of you dreamed of, wished for, tried so hard to achieve, accomplish. That's happening. So why is the Fool card here? What is this leap of faith my beautiful aquas are taking? The truth shall set you free. Okay? Or the truth from someone is setting you free. And the Empress. There you go. A whole new chapter. Beautiful. Ending of a cycle. So, heart-centered conversations. The news of a pregnancy, right? Ends a cycle in your life because a whole new one is beginning. So there is a new cycle of life happening for you in, I feel like, the next 2 months. 2 weeks to 2 months. So like this video, guys, so that you can come back when this starts to unfold and leave me a comment and let me know exactly how it did unfold for you. Until next week, guys. Always, from my heart to yours, love, light, and blessings. Be well. Take care.